Hey, it's me, Butterfly to Light, and I am back with Cancer Sun, Mars and Scorpio. Man, guys, this is an emotional placement to have. As a matter of fact, you could be just specifically driven on your emotions, fixated on your emotions, how you feel, how you felt, how somebody made you feel, what they did to make you feel the way that they made you feel. But that's how you guys can be sometimes. You and you have the right to, this is just displacement. It could get to the point to where you can just really base your existence around how you feel. And the reason why the reason why is because you guys are supportive to a fault for people that you care about, for your family, for your partners, love, your lover partners, for your love partners. You guys are extremely dedicated, and it matters to you what happens to your family. It matters to you what happens to your close friends. You can even find yourself with displacement. Let's say you have a close friend or family member and somebody hurt, harmed, or betrayed them, whatever the case may be. You could find yourself being enemies with that person or upset and not speaking with that person because of what they did to someone that you cared about. And with displacement, what I do like about displacement is because with Cancer Sun, Cancers are passionate, Scorpios are passionate and forward movement. Forward moving. You guys could really get far. When you guys see something and you set it's like you set out to accomplish it, and it's always because you feel like you want something better. Like when you have kids, let's say when you have kids, or for the people you care about, you want that the home and the security, and you want for them to be able to live in comfort and peace, away from the outside world, away from the hardships, away from the everyday life. You want them to come and be a part of something that's personal, that you can't just find out there. You can't really trust the world like that. And because of this, you set out to have that life, to provide that life for them. And it's with a great passion. You will stop at nothing and you will accomplish just what it is that you wanted to accomplish for that security. And a lot of you guys, truth be told, can become very successful and become, create like the life that you want. And I'm talking like have the finances that you want. You guys could become very wealthy with displacement. Because with that Mars and Scorpio, first of all, with Cancer and your forward moving attitude and the refusing to settle like that, and that Mars and Scorpio placement, oh my God, you can become obsessed with making sure you get the life that you want, the money that you want, and you have a fixated way about going about doing it. You're fixated, and there's not a lot that could really shake you off your path. And because of this, it could be hard for you to accept change in your life. And it could be really damaging to you when you feel like what you set out to accomplish didn't happen. You got to remember this, because every now and then you got to be willing to branch out. Branch out. And I'm not talking about like speeding forward, but more along the lines of branching out and expanding yourself past the point, or past your comfort zone. And this may mean negotiating with other people, because it's going to be you're not going to be willing to really be working with people like that, negotiating with people like that, just building with people outside of your security, outside of like the people you secured yourself with, and this can hold yourself back. This can hold you back, because let's say you have a business, right? And it's a local business. It could be even an internet business, an online business. I think some of you guys should start something like that. And where you're raising money, where you're gaining other people's money and finances by offering them a service or a good. That's always good that's always associated with Scorpio, and through a marriage as well. Yeah, a lot of you guys can make money or come across money through someone that you are married to, or some type of affiliation you have through some type of company or organization. So let's get back to that, shall we? When it comes to you in the business or brand or organization or company that you're building or you're associating yourself with, when it comes time to, you can always look at it as competition. This is my competition, so I need to stay in my lane. They stay in theirs. But when it comes time for you to really grow yourself and affiliate with other people, other companies, all right, you could shy away from doing that. And it could really be because you just don't really want to deal with other people like that. You don't know if you can trust them. And you can hold yourself back, because remember, we get places a lot of times through our connections to other people, to other things, to other situations. And you may deny yourself or cut yourself off from those connections. So be aware of that, because sometimes you're going to have to branch out. You're going to have to travel beyond your usual secure stumping grounds. Okay. And it may take a lot of you being logical, you being business oriented, and because let's say you're at a position and in order for you, and you like security and you like to advance yourself, but you're at this position and you got there, you did what you had to do to get there, and now it's not enough for you anymore. You want to experience more. So now you're asked to really look into another field, another area, things of that nature to where you can expand yourself, your interests, whether it's the same thing you've been doing or just expanding off of that, what you're been doing, in order to move to another company or in order to move up to the position or to another position. You got to be willing to say, okay, fine, I may really have to go and retake some more classes or expand my education or just learn about, pick up another trade, go and learn off of some other people, be trained, whatever. I don't think that it's not that you don't want to do it. It's just more along the lines as you sometimes just like, I don't really see why I have to, why can't I just use what's been working for me? So you're going to have to sometimes expand yourself in a logical way. A lot of times you like to go off of your gut feeling, like what you feel about something. And you don't need to know why or how. It may come those times where you need to know why or how before you make your moves. I would say Scorpio's placement in Mars can help with this. It can help with this a lot, because Scorpios is able to really see the background of things, like the way something works on a deeper level. So I feel like you should use your Mars placement to do so, because there may be situations that occur in your life to where you're going to have to see things at a deeper level. I mean, at the level of where you come back and you refocus yourself. You can do that. You have that capability. You can see the background. You may move on a low. You know what I'm saying? You may move on a low. You may pursue people that you're attracted to by moving on the low, by filling them out. You could be charismatic when you want, but you could possibly fill them out. And before you really make any real moves on them, you might want to see what they're about. You want to see how they're feeling about you. Like are they gonna call me sometimes and pay me attention and things of that nature? Tell me how they feel first, or I'm trying to fill this out. And this and because you could look. Another part of this is you really needing attention, like needing a lot of attention from your lover, though, from the people you care about. Not just, it doesn't matter really about the people that's on the outside of you, on the outside looking in. You don't care about that. And if you have like a partner that's really busy into other stuff and not really paying you that attention, you can really detach, you like draw back from them and not express yourself, like really go into complete hermit mode and become resentful and not ever really speaking or expressing what it is that you need to have happen. You got to remember that. And you can be extremely attached to a lover or whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you are focused on, you can be extremely attached. And if it leaves you or you have to disconnect from it or whatever, it can be hard for you to get over and move past it. And I do want to say this as well. You have that capability of really transforming people's lives for the better, even if it feels like it was the worst experience you had or experience they had, whatever the case may be. It's still an element of transformation that goes on there. This is Scorpio placement, Mars and Scorpio, and you a lot of times transforms people's lives for, you know, your presence, what you have to provide for a company, for an organization, for a job. You could really transform the whatever place you work at or whatever project that you're working with. You can really take something and transform it for the better. So you can take something somebody's working on and really take it to a whole nother level. You have the capability to do that. Even with your own business, you can do this. But your sexual contact with people will have this happen off top. This is for all of those placements. And you can have people attached to you and not really knowing how to live their life or do what they need to do without you providing for them in some sort of way. And this could make you feel sometimes like overwhelmed. So you have to come back. You have to do things that ground yourself. And I say do physical things. Whether you're working out, you organize some type of workout plan or routine for yourself, incorporate that in your life. You do some type of gardening. I see that is good for grounding people. You start something physical like an account, a bank account where you're putting money in. I don't ever see anything wrong with that. Stashing some extra money aside. You know, you're putting time into like, focus into like your children, raising them, you know, raising something, growing something, expanding something in order to ground yourself, because your emotions can get all out of control to the point of where you're crying or you're harboring resentment for something you feel like you did and you made a mistake about. You don't like to make mistakes. You like to really feel out the situation first and then act on it, because you don't like to make mistakes, and you can be really wanting to be emotionally connected to people that you have a sexual or physical contact with. So it's crazy because sometimes you're able to have flings, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the flings, even if you go into it with the intention of having a fling, if the person is treating you like that, you could possibly be really that could really hurt your feelings, or it could really make you feel some type of way, you know. So a lot of times, even the people that you're having these light relationships with, or you feel like it's not going to go anywhere, you still establish some type of personal contact with the people to where it can turn out to play out over a longer period of time, and it's harder to detach yourself from it, you know. Especially with the females, but this can happen with the males as well. Okay? But all in all, be willing to expand yourself, work with other people sometimes, and ground yourself. Ground your emotions sometimes, you know. And this has been Sun in Cancer, Mars in Scorpio.